Nintendo is what we're talking about today as I drop my paper. Michael, would you like me to start with the Nintendo points?
You can start.
Okay.
I'll let you start.
Also, this should probably say part 3 on it. So go watch the Microsoft and Sony parts first, maybe, if you want. There might be some points we reference back to.
Yeah, because we really stuck to our stuff.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Okay.
Hard structure.
So Nintendo, oh my god! For Nintendo, Darin's gonna bring up Smash Bros. As his first point. Jesus.
Finished?
What?
Okay, Michael's first point.
Of course, apparently Nintendo has announced that Smash Bros. Is going to be a big focus of their show this...
What?
It's crazy.
For the DS?
The game that brings the most hype on the internet. Yeah,
on the whole internet?
It's pretty up there, dude.
It's pretty up there, he says.
We'll see. The biggest crossover event in history. Yes, more than Infinity War.
Biggest crossover event in history, you say?
At least video game.
Meme. Insert meme here.
I actually think it is.
Okay, whatever.
My childhood crossing over
Continue.
to my adulthood. I don't know what I'm saying.
It's getting
sexy. So with past E3s, Smash Bros. Is supposed to come out this year, which it has never. This has never happened. Except, well, okay, maybe it happened with Melee.
First of all, it's never, now it's maybe.
Okay,
all of them.
I didn't watch E3 back in 2001. I was like 8 years old. So it might have been the same year with Melee, so I might be a giant liar. But ever since I started covering it very closely, Nintendo has only ever announced five characters at 1E3, one with Brawl's first trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Smash Wii U, I think the most they ever did was 3 at a time, because the first one was Villager Mega Man and Wii Fit Trainer, and then the second E3 was Pac-Man, Palutena, and technically
Mii
5 characters, the Mii characters. Yeah. So
infinite characters.
So the big trend is a third-party character is normally at E3. And, you know, I would not have said...
a guess?
I do have a guess. I have a couple guesses, but here's my big 3 that would just knock everyone back. Like, other third-party characters would be cool, but these would be the ones where it's like, dear God, they did it. So first, this is actually... crazy to say this. Actually, looking at this would still be the most likely.
Here we go.
But Crash Bandicoot. So Cloud opened the door for more Sony mascots to come in, but I could not. You know who Sakurai is, right? The main mind behind Smash Bros.
Sure.
Okay.
Some guy.
Yeah. So
some dude who got it.
It would not surprise me for Sakurai to look at Crash Bandicoot and go, this is a character with some relevance, and people would like to relive the 90s through Mario versus Sonic versus Crash. And Crash would be weird because he's more of an American character, which is, you know, most of the characters are Japanese.
Yeah.
But the difference with Crash Bandicoot is he's very popular in Japan, which was such an oddity because
he's an American character.
Yeah. So, and with the Insane Trilogy coming to the Switch, now is just the perfect time.
Yeah.
The next big one that would knock people back, and
that's an expression he's using.
Yeah.
Knock people back. It's like four expressions built into one.
Real,
that's not a real expression.
Real creative. Just much like Smash Bros, it's a combination of things.
It will knock your socks back. It's just like close.
Knock your socks on the wall.
Yeah.
Or something like So, now this doesn't seem like a big E3 announcement in terms of, but a Nintendo 64 Mini is inevitably on the way. Nintendo filed a or a copyright thing for the Nintendo 64 again.
Yeah.
Sure, it could be a refresher, just to keep the name in
yeah.
there, but who the hell is going to take the name Nintendo 64?
Someone
I guess.
Some troll.
I guess pirates and stuff.
Yeah.
Pirates, real life pirates. But I honestly think, I think if they do an N64 Mini, Rare had such a presence on the Nintendo 64. And Phil Spencer has tweeted about how Banjo would be a possibility for Smash Bros. He would be totally open to it. And I feel like Nintendo might actually go out of their way and just realize, like, hey, without the Rare games, the Nintendo 64 Mini doesn't look as impressive as the SNES Mini and the NES Mini. So I honestly think they will work with Microsoft to try and get some Rare titles on there, including the first Banjo-Kazooie. And I think if that was announced at E3, which, once again, they don't normally announce these mini consoles at E3.
Yeah.
After that would be a pretty sweet time to announce Banjo. And the thing is, Microsoft has worked with Nintendo on other games because Minecraft.
Right.
Minecraft has come to everything.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think Banjo, and for me, that would be even bigger than Crash Bandicoot. And Crash Bandicoot, he's a mascot of the 90s, but Banjo is just so much more in the realm of impossibility that if they showed Banjo on screen, I would probably just be like, oh my god.
You'd be knocked back?
Yeah, I'd be knocked back to the wall with my socks off.
Excellent.
And then the final one.
Nico Bellic from Gears of War, from Grand Theft Auto 4.
And the final one, Nico Bellic. The final one, let's just get into internet meme status, boy. Because if they announced Goku...
Ugandan Knuckles?
No. If they announced Goku for Smash Bros., that has been such a meme, Goku for Smash, Shrek for Smash.
Right.
Of course, Shrek is not who I would expect out of those memes. But here's the thing. Bandai Namco helped make Smash Bros. Bandai Namco also made Dragon Ball FighterZ and most of the Dragon Ball games. So, it's honestly a knock on the door.
Dragon Ball Z game coming out for Xbox One that they teased last year?
Wasn't that was Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Right.
Yeah, that came out on PS4 and Xbox One. And a lot of people said, hey, let's bring Dragon Ball FighterZ to the Switch. And they said, well, that game wasn't built with the Switch in mind. We got the...
Right.
Motorcycle day or whatever.
Well, while it's going on, can I go grab my water over there?
Yeah, sure.
And we're back. Sorry, you were on your third character. Have fun morphing this back in together.
Yeah, sure.
The lawnmower caused it.
The amount of it was a motorcycle, man. Unless that lawnmower took off, dude.
Anyway,
yeah. Goku. It's just kind of a knock on the door, just like, hey, Namco, you wanna ask? It's more of a Sakurai thing on if he wants to keep it strictly video game characters, because once you open that door,
it'll never stop.
No, that is a constant influx. So
yeah,
but I'm just saying, if Smash Bros wants to take it to the next level, you want to just get absurd, Goku is your entryway, man. And the thing is, they're apparently
want that.
Besides
companies, fan-wise, no, everyone will be fine with that.
That's not true, actually.
Really?
There are people who just want strictly Nintendo characters still.
Oh.
And that...
Okay, what do I know?
Open your minds, people. Why not bring in other companies?
Two guys can like each other and it's fine. Open your minds.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird.
That is weird.
So... Yeah, no, I would be very hyped if
they're all mash 'em up fighting games.
Yeah.
There's no strategy involved anyway.
And Goku has been in Smash Bros. Clones. What did you say?
Nothing.
Smash them all up anyway.
They said they're all smash the controller video games with no strategy. So it's who cares?
Yeah. Heard it all from you. You mean nothing to me. No, I'm kidding. And then of course, if not them. Bomberman, Simon Belmont from Castlevania. I brought this up before.
Dark Souls guy.
Sora, Kingdom Hearts, which Kingdom Hearts maybe on Switch.
Maybe.
No, Kingdom Hearts Switch. Dark Souls. Honestly, Dark Souls guy is Bandai Namco.
That's what I'm saying.
Or
it's not
it's
out
not
of the realm of possibilities.
that would be
That'd be
that
silly
could be
as
an
heck.
E3. It would be fun though.
Yeah.
Like that seems like the absurd thing that
Yeah.
Sakurai would want to do. But no, those are my big 3 for absurdity.
Yeah.
Also, I will be making Smash Bros. Lists. Spoilers, some of those characters might be on the list. So
Forget what we said. Forget everything.
But yeah. And then what's your first point?
Third-party games.
That was my third point.
Oh, sorry.
No. We need to talk about
my
this.
only point. There's lots of games that people have talked about wanting. Like the biggest one right now is that they're trying to get like a Grand Theft Auto on the Switch, which I don't know if that'll ever happen.
That's
but
a
I mean,
big one.
Who knows?
If they did, I think they'd start with GTA 5.
Right, that's what everyone wants.
Yeah.
They want a portable GTA 5.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, it'd be
That's a-
crazy lowered graphics and like
That's a
lowered
big game.
everything.
Yeah.
Right.
They might have to do what
They've teased like Call of Duty and stuff. Like fake things have teased it, so I don't know what's real. But I think because I mean they need something like the Skyrim hype. I think is over. And I bought FIFA on the Switch, which I thought was fine. It didn't have a lot of the. It had no story mode. It basically doesn't have. The Ultimate Team is janky.
Right.
But I mean, it was fine for head-to-head seasons. I didn't have a problem with it. But I think they need something new. But I don't know what it would be.
Oh, another one. Sorry, just speaking of third parties, I was thinking Ubisoft because Ubisoft actually supported
with Mario Rabbids and stuff.
or supported the Wii U, which so they have been pretty loyal to Nintendo. So either a Rayman or a Rabbid making the Smash Bros as well.
Yeah.
But my point with third parties, basically, I think we're gonna see big third party support. I think we're gonna keep getting ports of older games. Like I do think Dragon Ball Fighters could potentially come to the Switch. And I don't know if that's when the motorcycle interrupted us when I was talking about Dragon Ball Fighters.
I think so.
Okay, so going back off of that, if this is a weird transition, they were saying that they were building it up from the. They had built it up for the ground up and didn't have the Switch.
In mind.
Well, they didn't even have the kits when they were making the other two,
like
the development kits. So now they could do some converting and make it work on the Switch.
Right. That'd be cool.
Yeah, and I think a lot of companies will be doing that. But I think now they've probably had development kits long enough
that they could
where we're gonna at least start getting announcements for games that aren't just ports from other companies. They're gonna be games that release at the same time as PS4 and Xbox One games and stuff like that. I think the Switch is gonna start catching up a little bit. That way.
Have any games in mind? Like I can't
maybe
think of
like
any.
Maybe like Assassin's Creed or something like that. Like
that'd be cool.
Yeah, or I'm not the best when it comes to third party stuff.
Right. Well, it's hard because all the stuff like that people like about those games, like a lot of times, are graphics and stuff. Like the last Assassin's Creed was like a graphics enhanced on PS4 Pro, blah blah. So it's hard. Like you want the same quality, but you can't it can't do it.
I don't think it'll be the same quality, but you have the portable aspect. And that's all you need for the Switch. That's what the Switch is for. It's to take it on the go. If the Switch is, when it comes to straight graphics, the Switch is not your console.
It'll never stand up. Right. But I mean, it's got to stand up enough to be like to warrant buying it.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool though. Assassin's Creed on the go. Okay.
Yeah, and just I think other games they're gonna have the Switch in mind, and maybe have a team who polishes out the Switch version, optimizes it for the Switch, not optimized for PS4 and Xbox.
Right. As long as it runs smooth.
No. Like and on that small screen, it's still gonna look great.
Right.
Like, if these ports look great on it, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's... I think we'll see big stuff from... I mean, we know Mega Man 11's coming, but I think if they were to talk about it at a conference, Nintendo seems like a pretty good...
Yeah.
pretty good one. Mega Man's kind of home,
right?
I'd say, you know, and maybe new Sonic game, even though one came out last year. But
the fan made one came out.
Sonic Mania came out.
Yeah.
But they did Sonic Forces as well.
Right.
But that was
not. Yeah.
Maybe the Sonic Racing game, the new Sonic Racing game that's coming out. Which those games, if you haven't played those, you should play those. They're
really the only
good.
Sonic game I played for this, but
huh?
I played those.
You played the racing games?
Sonic Racing, I think.
Or you played Sonic? Did you play Sonic Riders?
I played Sonic Riders, but I also think I played Sonic Races. But
it's Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing Transformed.
Okay, that sounds familiar. So
yeah.
I remember a crazy name, but
if you haven't played them, play them. If you have played them, play them more.
Again.
So that was your second point.
I think
Was there
my first?
Was there any? Or yeah, your first point. Was there anything else you wanted to bring up, like games you'd like to see?
I think it would be funny to see like a Call of Duty or some type of like mainstream shooter, or like there's been like maybe a Fortnite port, which seems hard, but that would be a good idea. I'm sure people would like that. But I mean, what would make people want to play that over the Fortnite they could play on their TV already?
I guess play.
It's portable, but again, that doesn't seem like one you really need, right? So I mean, and again, like Call of Duty wouldn't really.
I think Nintendo will actually make the effort to go after Fortnite. Overwatch would be huge. Yeah.
That seems unlikely, but that'd be cool.
Well, Activision did crash, you know. I know Blizzard is under Activision, but you know.
Well, that's what makes me think a Call of Duty could sneak on there. But I mean, I think the latest one that's coming out is the other one, Insomniac.
Oh,
right? I think Black Ops 4 whatever the latest one's coming out. I don't know.
It's all under Activision.
It's all right. So that's what makes me think it could make it there, but
Infinity Ward.
It would be hard. Why would you play a multiplayer shooter on a Switch? And then they're talking about not having a campaign, so it's like, not really necessary.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of need for it.
There's not a lot of need, but
the support.
But often the criticism is that Nintendo doesn't have these games, so I think Nintendo will make the effort to try and get the games on it. You know.
Right.
And then what else? I said Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed. More like, apparently the next Skyrim might be happening at some point. The next Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
That's like a wild prediction, that I would want. It's been a pretty long time between Elder Scrolls, but
if they announce Elder Scrolls, I think
they could pair it with the Switch.
They could say there is a version coming to the Switch.
Sweet.
You know,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That's a Hail Mary from me. It's one of those.
I'm not saying the game's gonna be announced at Nintendo thing, but I'm saying there will be a version. Yeah. And a lot of times when you see releases or like game release trailers, they don't. Oftentimes they don't say it's coming to the Switch. I can't think of any at the moment.
Unless it's a Switch game.
But I think Nintendo likes to announce themselves that it's coming to the Switch.
Yeah, like Rocket League, what they did with in the Nintendo thing. Yeah.
So I think we'll see other titles that have not been previously announced for the Switch. Yeah. Like I said in the last part, Kingdom Hearts I think I already said that. Whatever.
Yeah. And it's not really a third party, but it kind of is, I guess. But I think Capcom announced Monster Hunter game for the Switch.
So that is third party.
So that's something they might show, but they've already released that.
So they did announce one for the Switch.
It's called Monster Hunter Infinite. It's not World, the one that just came out, but it's Infinite. It's a new one, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Monster Hunter World was the first one I played, so I don't know.
So Monster Hunter has had a huge presence on
it has a huge following.
Like it was it was on like 3DS and it was even on Wii U.
Right. So that's not super surprising.
So it'll probably, from what I understand, Monster Hunter World was more of a departure. Like it was a bit different than the other Monster Hunter games.
It's more graspable by They wanted newcomers. So it's much easier. Like you didn't require the hours it took to do the other ones.
So I think this one's gonna be the one for
Right.
pure
The die hard. I want to spend 400 hours
of
my life hunting these.
Yeah. So and then of course indie games and all that. Blah blah blah.
But yeah, cool. Like maybe even like a wild like Tom Clancy or
like the Tom Clancy games or
Rainbow Six or something.
Or like the Division if that's happening.
Something.
Or Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell was on GameCube.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe something like that. Some type of shooter. They don't have many shooters.
I was gonna say Death Stranding that's exclusive to
that's exclusive.
That the PlayStation. Happen. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
I doubt that would happen, but never know.
All right. Well, and after that, that was your first point. So my next point, and I guess my last point, but I'll be bringing up. I'll bring up some other stuff. Yeah. There's a rumored Star Fox racing game. I don't know if you heard about this.
I saw there was a Star Fox game that was leaked or something.
So it's apparently
a racing game.
It's apparently a racing game. I think this is made by Retro, the guys who do the Donkey Kong Country games, which, there was a recent port, but besides that, they also did the Metroid Prime series, but apparently Metroid Prime 4 is being made by someone else.
That was my other point, but I don't have much to say about it. That they teased it enough last year that something substantial needs to come this year.
So that's also pretty much in the realm of my next point. So we'll get to that when we talk.
Flip flop them.
So what do you want to?
No. I meant like when you say. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
Okay. So we're still. So let's just go in on the Star Fox racing game. I think it's gonna be a high-speed racer, but similar to F-Zero. Honestly, there might be some F-Zero crossover.
Right.
Like, I won't be surprised if Captain Falcon makes an appearance. It probably won't be in this trailer.
Yeah. But in the game itself.
In the game itself, because honestly, this could be a reference. There's this game called Star Fox Command on the Nintendo DS, and there's like all these different endings you can get, and one of the endings is Fox and Falco retire and they join the F-Zero or it was like the G-Zero or something like that, racing unit type thing.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if it's an offshoot of that storyline or if
that'd be cool.
Yeah, and that can. This is probably here to appease we need more Star Fox, we need more F-Zero fans. Which
so
Star Fox
combine or just make a racing game.
Yeah. Which Star Fox. I don't know if this. By the way, if this was proved like false, sorry, I didn't do the research on this.
We did minimal research.
Correct.
We've said this multiple times.
Yeah. But this is our first time saying it on this one, I think.
Minimal research. Now we said it twice.
Big text. Minimal research.
Maximum effort. There you go. Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Plug.
Good movie. Go see it. Yeah. So.
Star Fox.
Yeah, not really much I expect, but it's been besides Mario Kart, it's been a while since Nintendo has done any sort of racing game.
Forza, maybe they'll be there you go.
Isn't that Xbox exclusive for sure? Yeah.
Need for Speed. There you go. That's something.
Wasn't there a Burnout?
It was a Burnout remastered something that came out,
Hey.
There you go. Maybe that's not actually out of the realm.
No,
so they don't have many racing games.
Yeah.
Some type of Need for Speed, Burnout, something on the Switch.
Racing games are fun on the go, I'd imagine.
Right, yeah. Tilt controls. Everyone likes tilt controls with their racing games, right? Right?
I never understood the people online on Mario Kart Wii when they had the wheel next to their thing. And I was like,
what are you thinking?
I was like, you monster!
I feel that way about tilt controls personally on Splatoon, but apparently I'm doing it wrong.
I
don't like resetting.
I like the Splatoon. I liked them more on Wii U for some reason, but I think it's because the controller was big, so it was easier to do. With the Switch, I'm using this, and then when when I have it in portable mode, I'm not like.
Sometimes it does it with the Pro Controller too. So like sometimes
Yeah.
I'll forget and I'll like wipe my face or something, scratch my, and it's like whoa.
Splatoon 3 announced. No.
Yeah. Mario Kart 9 also announced.
Mario Kart 9's more possible than Splatoon, but I if they did Mario Kart 9, it would just be like at the very end of the thing. But I don't.
No way. That's
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is fine,
Or at least some more maps. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That could be something that just more support towards that game.
Yeah.
It's been a while since they added stuff.
Maybe free DLC.
Yeah.
I don't know. Even though they did paid DLC on the Wii U. Oh, that was another thing with Smash Bros. I think I brought this up last year, but so they did a bunch of paid DLC for the Wii U, but I think they might go into the Smash Bros. Almost with an Overwatch and Splatoon sense of mind.
Like, we want to keep supporting this game. We're not making a bunch of these games. We're making one game that will
update
for
over
years.
time.
Overwatch has done it pretty well.
Now, some people have brought up this new Smash Bros. Might start with if you wanted to get real wild with this new Smash Bros. But I think it would start with Backlash. Would be to start with a smaller roster than people are familiar with,
right? And
then build up slowly.
Or the same roster as the last one, even, or you think smaller than that?
Smaller than the last one, because the last one has a huge roster that is absurd.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry, we're going back to
just
Smash Bros.
Pikachu and Captain Falcon.
Mario and Inkling already announced their horrible choice. I know you like
Pika.
I know you like Pit and Pikachu are like your favorites, aren't they?
Yeah, they're fine. Pit's more of a joke
Who
character.
do you want in Smash Bros? I didn't even really ask you.
I want to try the Splatoon, the Squid
Inkling?
Kids or whatever they are.
Okay, but if they were, who would
who would I want in there?
Yeah. I mean, I guess you brought up Solaire or Dark Souls guy.
Dark Souls gotta be fun.
Yeah. Is there any character that would make you go, wow, I might have to try this Smash Bros thing out a little bit more?
Not really.
Michael's never really been a Smash Bros guy.
Not really. I think that one would be funny, but
yeah.
Realistically, I wanted the Splatoon ones in. Those are kind of my favorite characters of games I have on Nintendo. But
also, I didn't even talk about first party when it came to Smash Bros, but I think ARMS, Springman, that seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Maybe not at E3, but
right.
Seems like the next new
logical.
Yeah, or Captain Toad.
It's already a fighting game. Oh, yeah, Captain Toad. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has some weird moves.
But I try to keep it more in the realm of like what they're gonna do at E3, and they'll probably tie it in with that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Palutena was nowhere. There was no Kid Icarus stuff. So
yeah.
I don't know. Nintendo's strange, but big third party is my big prediction from Smash Bros. And I won't be surprised if they do it. Maybe they're doing an invitational, like a tournament thing again.
Yeah.
If they do a character reveal there, because there's a crowd there, and Nintendo I imagine they'd like to go, hey, by the way,
right,
like you see everyone else, no one goes as nuts as these guys.
Yeah, right.
Oh, actually, I was gonna say that since the game is coming out so soon, like
Smash Bros, you mean?
Yeah, coming out this year, because normally they've had to pace themselves with reveals like one character, and
right?
Nothing for a little while, and then or like veteran, as in like a character who's already been in the series before.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna announce a good amount of characters. I think that would be a crazy move. Like, give Smash Bros fans more than what they normally get, and you have one E3 in their eyes.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, the fact that Smash Bros is there, they've already won.
Yeah,
like in Smash Bros fans' eyes,
right.
I'm just saying right now, like there will be Smash Bros talk post E3 for sure.
Right.
Do I think it's a port? I used to.
Smash Bros?
I honestly thought it was a Wii U one. The Wii U one with extra stuff. But the fact that it's such a central point of their E3...
You think it's new?
It might have to be a new one. Which scares the bejeebus out of me. Because I wanted all the characters back from the last one. And whenever they do a new one, there's possibility for cuts. And I don't want to lose anyone. I think Pac-Man's safe, but I wouldn't. The one I'd be most worried about is Cloud, or like Bayonetta, or some of the like characters who've lost significance in the past couple of years comparatively. But I don't know. But I also think they knew this was going to happen when they were working on Smash Wii U, that the Wii U wasn't like the development on the Switch started well into so I don't know. That's how I feel. And then your third point was third parties. So let's bring up the big games that I expect. I think we'll see something on the new Pokemon that they announced from the desk.
Yeah.
Which, like I said last year, I think they brought that up just because Pokemon fans were upset. Because there was like a little Pokemon Direct.
Yeah.
Right near E3, and they're like, big Pokemon news, and it was like, Pokken coming to the Switch. Yeah. And it was like,
what?
They're like, so then I think they were like, okay, quickly film this guy saying, oh, we are working on a new core Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Which apparently the rumor is it's going back to the first generation of Pokemon, so like Red and Blue, and it's going to be like a Pikachu version and an Eevee version. I don't know if that's true. Of course, as someone who
doesn't really care.
Do you know the phrase Gen 1er?
No.
So it's almost, if you're a Gen 1er, which I am, but I'm not. A Gen 1er is someone who thinks only the original 150 Pokemon matter. Like, everything after is just they're garbage.
Yeah.
I respect Pokemon. I'm not like, F these other generations, My generation was the best one. It was. But no, sorry, Pokemon fans. No,
Pokemon!
But why?
From the song.
Of course. But no, I would be fine with this. But I would not hate if it was a new Pokemon game with new stuff. I want the Pokemon fans to be happy. I just didn't keep playing them, but it doesn't mean I hate what came after it. So Gen 1ers normally just like dismiss everything that came after.
Yeah.
So I'm a Gen 1er, but not, so that's that. So Pokemon's coming.
Speaking of Pokemon, back to a random game that I would want that I haven't had. I want a portable Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Ooh.
I like they have them on consoles, but like I'm sure they have one. They've had one on the DS. I played it, and they had like a Game Boy one.
Yeah, they had.
But like I haven't. They have even like I don't like card games on consoles are typically I'm not gonna play a card game on my screen.
You can even use a touch screen and everything.
Right, you could actually use the touch screen, which a lot of games just like whatever.
Yeah.
Touch screen, who cares?
I
would play a full-on Yu-Gi-Oh game on the Switch.
Yeah.
Get me back into Yu-Gi-Oh. Pokemon's still this big thing.
Now
Yu-Gi-Oh's not the Pokemon, but I would buy it.
Now here's the issue. Yu-Gi-Oh in general, I think, is partly owned by Konami.
Yes, it is.
And Konami
correct
sucks balls, apparently.
Correct.
So hopefully...
So unlikely, but that'd be cool. There's my wild prediction. That's what I want.
But I think Konami has pretty much kept up with Yu-Gi-Oh! From what I understand. I don't know. Are they doing a new series?
TV show, yeah.
There is? Okay.
It's called like 5. It's got like 2 numbers in it. No, a couple letters.
I think 5Ds ended.
No, it's called like it's like YX5 or something.
Are they on motorcycles and doing other stuff?
I think they moved past. Listen, 5Ds wasn't that bad.
No, but it's just bizarre.
All the Yu-Gi-Ohs have been pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started with the theme song. All the theme songs are killer. Anyway, so I haven't seen the latest one, but yes, there is a new series, and it's like got a bunch of letters and numbers.
GX had the best theme song. Unrelated related, but not
GX.
Generation X.
Yeah, right. Game on. Okay, I said don't get me started. What did you do? So that's fine. Okay.
And then, of course, Metroid Prime.
Gameplay? trailer.
At least cinematic trailer. Gameplay would be cool. We know it's going to be a first-person
like a
Metroid
picture
game.
last
yeah.
time, basically.
It was something made in After Effects.
Yeah.
After Effects is an impressive software, but that's what it was. It was legitimately like, hey, let's put some letters,
So
make it
just
a
show
little,
the same thing
zoom
twice.
in on it a
They'll
little
show it
bit.
twice.
Yeah. So yeah, and then the other one, could it be the year for Animal Crossing?
I said that last. I
Yeah.
talked about Animal Crossing last year, so
Well,
maybe.
the last one, I'm not including like Happy Home Designer and the
Yeah.
mobile Animal Crossing. There's one on cell phones. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
So, but the last main series one came out in 2013.
Holy
so it's been
Manoli.
a little while now. So, and the Animal Crossing guys, the guys who made Splatoon, is behind the same mind of the guy who made Animal Crossing.
Okay.
So now that Splatoon 2 has been out,
He has been working on.
that's my
That
guess
much.
is that's what he's working on.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
I forgot my other point was they have been pushing Nintendo Labo, however you say it,
Yeah.
quite a bit on social media with the whole Fallon Ariana Grande thing.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, she instead of like their normal play on kid instruments, they all played custom made. She had like a custom made triangle.
Yeah.
Questlove had one. It was cool.
Mm.
So they did her latest song on that, and then they had the Game of Thrones composer.
Mm-hmm.
They had him play the theme song on the thing. So they're really pushing it.
Yeah.
The piano, all the musical
So,
ones specifically.
yeah.
But I think they're gonna have to push that even more. Because I don't know how many people are really using those.
I heard it's
Not doing well.
great.
Not surprising.
It's
It's cardboard.
I'm not gonna lie. Just for the little piano alone, like
That's the only one I would
interests
buy,
me.
I think.
Yeah, but and you gotta remember, like, although you think you're buying cardboard for $70
Yeah.
or whatever, it does come with a game.
Right.
But the game is
Not substantial.
It's like a
It's-
Wii Sports, like,
Right, it's-
which Wii Sports actually was pretty high
Right.
quality for what. But
I still play Wii Sports every once in a while.
really,
Sometimes.
Hmm.
Not like super recently,
That
but
was
yeah, within last 2 years,
Oh,
I
okay.
played it.
okay,
Golfing's fun.
yeah. Golfing was never big with my family because it always took too long. Bowling,
That's why I like it. I play by
no.
myself.
Baseball was my favorite.
Baseball is the best.
Yeah,
I think.
I did that day party in 7th grade.
Classic.
Baseball, man. I always think of that party when I think of Wii Sports.
Good party.
Yeah,
That was with the creation of
James.
James.
Yeah, we'll add it there.
But you have got a picture of him?
No, I deleted him. Sorry.
So sad.
But yeah,
Yeah, I think they need to bring that up and show something
Animal Crossing.
cool.
Labo.
Labo.
Sorry. Yes. Yeah, which there's been a push for the I think his official name is like Mr. Fall Me Down, which is the little cardboard guy with the Joy-Con, to get him in Smash Bros. And like integrate Labo stuff. Which that would be a cool character, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else was I gonna say? Look at this casual
Lean.
dangle.
Um,
So
that's pretty much it. I don't think they're
Yeah.
gonna as far as any other hardware.
I
I
can't.
don't think the Joy-Cons have had
Like-
a disconnecting issue, but that's not anything.
I,
They could release skins or something, but no one cares.
now, if there's one thing Nintendo's known for, it's re-releasing their handhelds in different forms. I don't know if the Switch XL is gonna be a thing,
God, I hope not.
or the Switch Mini.
They don't need to make it any smaller.
Yeah,
I don't think.
the Switch is a little tougher to try and pack down and stuff like that. The Switch DS, Switch 3DS, it has the 3D effects.
Right.
Oh yeah, 3DS.
Kill it.
Please.
Just stop making games for it.
I swear to God, Nintendo.
That Mario Party thing was such a tap to the nuts.
Yes. That was something I wanted to bring up, was Mario Party.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be super
Mario Party on Switch. Even You could just re-release that 3DS game,
Fine.
but it doesn't have a board game mode. So add a board game mode.
Right.
And make it more like the...
How hard is it to make those?
Make it more original, like the more original Mario Parties. Like 9 and 10, it was more of like a team effort thing.
Bowser, I didn't like that. Yeah, go back to like 7 or 6, whichever one's good. 6 is the good one.
6 is great. I liked 4 a lot. 4, 5, and all the GameCube ones.
Right,
all the GameCube ones. 7 not as much.
Most of the GameCube ones. Anyway, that was such a shot to the gut. It was
God.
like, Mario Party! 3DS, bitch.
I gotta gift
like,
that.
Nah.
Can I gift that, please?
Sure.
3DS, bitch.
Anyway, they should just how hard is it to make a Mario Party game? It's been like forever.
Yeah. The last one was 10. Well,
10.
the last made one was 10 on Wii U, which
Right.
was the only one on Wii U.
Right.
So. Yeah.
How hard is it? It's the same characters you've been drawing and animating for years. Can't be that hard.
And just the main problem is those original Mario Parties were made by a company called Hudson, the same company behind Bomberman.
Okay. Well, they just put out a terrible game. The Bomberman series, the one that came to Switch.
I heard it was Did you play it?
At the store, and it was like,
It's just Bomberman. Like,
right.
that's
It's nothing
all it is.
new.
Yeah.
Which I guess we're not asking for anything new for Mario Party, but we just need a Mario Party. Come on.
No, so when it comes to but they got absorbed by Konami, which is why Bomberman's owned by Konami. But it doesn't mean you can't go back to the old Mario Party formula.
Right.
I don't know if Mario Party 8 was even made by Hudson, which was the Mario Party formula just with Wii controls.
Right.
Don't make it a Joy-Con motion-based thing.
Required motion-based.
Also, speaking of like party games, WarioWare.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, but there's one coming to the 3DS, so maybe not right now.
Once again, why? Why?
I don't think there ever was one on the 3DS. I might be mistaken on that. I know there was some on DS. Yeah. So, that I more understand.
Yeah.
I think there were Mario parties on the 3DS, but don't know. The collection of best games.
Don't release something huge for only 3DS.
Yeah. Just bring it to Switch.
Forget about the 3DS. Its time has been had.
That thing's been out since 2011.
Correct. It's been had.
Good.
She can get it.
Do you want me to keep that in?
No, you can't. I don't care.
Finish him.
But I think that's
Or kill him. The Scar line from The Lion King that I like to reference. Finish him's Mortal Kombat. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Mortal Kombat 11 is coming. I think it's pretty much, it's rumored, but it's pretty much yeah. Like Ed Boon's talking like, oh well, yeah. Someone messaged him something about Injustice. Like, we could do that, or we could do something else. And yeah, Mortal Kombat on Switch. Mortal Kombat's been on Nintendo before, but
any fighting game on the Switch is gonna do well.
I'm copping that Street Fighter collection in a couple days, boy. Ooh, I would say I would say Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, but that game's dead as shit. The list is still coming, but that game is dead.
Yeah,
it's not even at Evo. Yeah, no.
Well,
also Dragon Ball FighterZ, please. Anyway,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Sure.
Guess that's it for me.
I know this is just so narrow-minded, but because it's going to be a focus on Smash Bros. Nintendo has pretty much won.
Already won for you.
Yeah. So that will be the reaction video to look forward to. And if you didn't hear in the Xbox one, I will be trying to do a reaction video of the big 3 conferences, not the other ones. F them. Don't care enough. So, expect that from me at E3, and then...
Hear that, EA? One person doesn't care about you. Only one.
And then I'm gonna... Then I'll probably do... I don't know if the reactions will be myself, but maybe there'll be post-discussion of E3. If you want to be on that, you can. If not, the reactions are gonna come up, and that will be the big thing. But if you just want to discuss it after the fact, we can. So, yeah. and whoever, or it might be Devin, might be Taylor, might be
Yeah.
someone you've never seen before, like my mom. Come on, Mom, get on E3. What's E3?
Maybe she.
I love you, Mom.
she'll have
If you're
something.
watching this for some reason, she watches most of my videos, but I don't know why. This is
Neither do I.
This is real gritty in the nerd. So yeah.
Quite.
Anyway, that's it for Nintendo. That's it for E3
Yeah.
predictions, and we'll keep doing this and try to make this not my lowest viewed show. My lowest viewed show.
Yay!
Appreciate it. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Good stuff with your friends. Fun times.
Great ending.
Anyway, have a good one, guys.
Nintendo. Improv.
Square. Konami. This is our Konami talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.